Hi everybody, here's Rosewater, Hiatus, Kaiyote. No chart for this one because I don't think it's going to be useful. I just think it's going to get in the way, and I think there are more important things to do and to worry about when trying to learn this song, which is new. And the caveat, of course, is I don't know it very well. Let's give it a go. D Dorian, okay? Those are the notes of D Dorian. So, like D minor with a B natural. And we're looking for this chord. So that's G, B, C, E, yeah? And this rhythm, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. So the right hand there, that's a walk down on A minor 7. G, E, C, A. And then up to G, E, D, B, D, B. And that's that first riff. I'll just try and play it again in time. Same thing on F. Okay, so on F, again F Dorian. So we have a bare fifth there on F and C. The left hand voicing, that's a bit more of a handful because of the minor second there and the fact that you got your pinky on B flat, or at least I do. And there's lots of different ways you could do that. You could do it like that. That sounds really nice. And in the song, I actually think that there's lots and lots of that variation going on. Of course, it's really hard to tell with recorded music what was played and what was tracked, etc. But, you know, Hiatus, Kaiyote, don't rule anything out. That would be my advice. But that's the same shape there on F. So that's G, E flat, D, B flat there. Sorry. You could do that, but sorry, I played the left hand voicing in the right hand. B flat, G, E flat, C. Okay, and I would practice that as an exercise. I would do it like this. I'll probably fail at this. Okay, not too bad, but if I played that, if you watched me play that for half an hour, I'd make tons of mistakes on it, but well worth practicing. Those are good changes. Cool. That's the first bit of the track. All of that's going to need to take place over a 5/4 kind of rhythm. So let's deal with what 5/4 is now. And 5/4 is a rhythm which I don't think is as bad as you might think. Okay, so there's lots and lots of different ways you could think about that, but you could think about it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 5's in my left hand. The first note is together. And we're going to count in 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second right hand note, is on the 2. The third one is on the 3. The fourth one is on the 4. And there isn't the fifth one, hence 5/4. That's how 4 16th notes grouped in 5 works against 5 16th notes grouped in 4s. That's how that rhythm comes together. You could just teach it, I suppose, to somebody by saying, oh, it's just like this, blah, skaka, da, ba, ga, da, ga, or something like that. But I know music students find sounds like that, or any form of beatboxing, or making percussive sounds with your voice, like I just did. They find that super awkward. So, maybe you're the same. I don't know. I don't know you. Do I? Okay, cool. So that's what's going on in the 5/4 over. And there's a little break kind of rhythm which goes, which is just going to kind of move it into 6 or in 3 for a second. Again, I'm not sure how many times that repeats. I can't remember. I'm not teaching the form here. I'm just kind of teaching some of the materials or some exercises which are in this music. Whoops. That was ugly. Cool. So again, I need to practice grace notes whilst I'm doing that rhythm. I'm not even sure if it does it on the track. Again, it doesn't matter, but that's what's going on there. In that kind of section. There's another bit after that whereby there's D minor sound followed by an E minor sound, back to D minor, and then we get into the change section of the track, which is difficult. That starts with a whole bunch of, again, D-Dorian kind of improv from the piano. That's not what it sounds like, but it's in that kind of vein. And I'm not going to teach that or transcribe it specifically because I don't think that's important. But we'll deal with some more things now that I think are important, like this. I think that is a chord which is in this tune. Whether it's exactly played like that or what have you, again, I can't be sure. But I hear that kind of sound. The melody is going around like this. I can't tell you what the words are. It's not because I don't care, it's just because I've only listened to the song a few times. Okay, so what are those chords? Well, there's an argument for that as E with a sharp ninth. There's E major. It's like E7 with a sharp 9. There's an argument, sorry. There's an argument for it as flat 9. E7 flat 9. There's an argument for it as G altered. Cool, and all of those things may be true. I would be tempted to say it's just some way of actually weirdly getting into C major, but that's not the most interesting thing to be debating in this song, I don't think, at this point. But that voicing there, so there's lots of different ways we could describe that. I'm going to describe it as G sharp, B, E, and G natural. Okay, that's like a G minor 7, B major 7 sharp 11, or flat 5. More importantly, I suppose, major 7 flat 5, major 7 flat 5. And that, does it feel like it wants to rest on E there a little bit, or as a dominant chord in C major? More on that in just a second, but and then we get lots of things which are going on like this. signature there. Second time it resolves on what I think is B flat major 7 kind of sound, and then on that altered sound again, which I guess you can argue is diminished scale. What the heck's a diminished scale? Again, I don't want to belabor the point here on kind of theorizing about that. A diminished scale, as I understand it, is an 8-note scale that goes in a series of tones and semitones. What are we doing? Sorry. There we go. It should be easy in theory, but I don't think it is. But you could argue that that's a diminished scale, and you can hear how that sound comes from it, and it's very close to C major, and I think you could argue the case that this song is in fact in C major. Okay, so the track plays out from this point. There's a couple more changes at the end. I think there's one that's like this. Something like that. Again, I'd need to listen to it more carefully. But all these things at the end are not going to necessarily help you play the song. This will. Or that will help you play the song, and this will. Those chords, for example. But the rest of it, I think really is in the stuff at the beginning. Sorry, you're not allowed to do that. What you are. Okay, cool. That's my lesson on this track for now. Maybe there'll be other ones in the future. Cool. Hope you enjoy.